My guy, my guy.
What's going on, Royal? It's another week, man. How you been? How you feeling?
Man, no complaints. A little under the weather, but I'm here.
Okay. So we gonna fight through it. We're gonna fight through it this week.
I don't have a choice.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you
Yeah,
on that. Well, you know, hope you get better and hope everyone else out there is doing well. Good
please.
morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Gatsby,
I'm Royal Rel.
and you're tuned in to the latest edition of State of the Week, brought to you by your boys, your guys over at State Your Claim. But hold on, before we get started, Royal, please tell our fans, please tell the people what they need to do.
I need you guys to do me three very important things. I
Okay.
need you guys to like, I
Yep.
need you guys to comment, and
Yep.
I need you guys to subscribe. And I also need you to keep in tune with us. And what I mean by that, that means follow us, check us out on all the social media platforms. Please, we're on them all. Keep in tune
Please. Absolutely. Like we've been saying, we're doing this every week.
every
We're not
week.
stopping.
Nope.
So you
Can't
can count
stop,
on
won't
us.
stop.
Right. Yo, see, did it again. For sure. Definitely not gonna stop. So we committed to you, be committed to us, subscribe, follow, everything he just mentioned. Okay. So, some weeks are a bit busy, some weeks aren't. But listen, it's another week, and this week they fighting over Vans. They fought over Vans, Royal, outside of the Vans store on Fifth Avenue, not Nikes, not New Balance, not Solomon, not Adidas. They fighting over Vans. You know what shoe I'm talking about? You have any
Yo,
idea what I'm talking about?
yo, man, those Satoshis, yo, when you're hot, you're hot. Yeah.
You hot. Okay.
Heard you, yeah,
So
when you're hot, man.
so we talking about this shoe, the Satoshi Nakamoto Vans Off the Wall Era 95 collaboration. These recently dropped. Um and big release again, Fifth Avenue is nothing new, like you said, New York City kids, sneaker lines, they don't know how to what?
Yo, they don't know how to act, and like I tell you every week, and feel like I say this, they're gonna burn what we call burn the loop. Every week, they are going to burn the loop, and, I mean, off subject, today, Eric Emanuel, Matty Boy collaboration, they burnt that loop. That's just what they do here, man.
Listen, if there's a will, there's a way. If there's a way to make some money off these, they're gonna make it, right? But yeah, let's get down to this particular collab. So I think it's important to talk about the brand Satoshi Nakamoto, just in general, for those who don't know, at a very high level brand founded by George Robertson in 2020, I want to say, former music agent that turned into a fashion designer based in LA. For those who don't know, Satoshi means in Japanese wise and intelligent. Um, Also, Nakamoto and Satoshi is associated with the beginning of Bitcoin, believe it or not. Back in 2008, an anonymous person who you never really have seen that person out in the day to confirm this, but kind of a mastermind behind it. The brand itself, being worn by a lot of different celebrities. Tiana Taylor recently wore some of the brand's clothing for the Golden Globes, okay, earlier this year. And the first collaboration between Satoshi and Vans happened, I want to say late 24, maybe early 25. I might have that a little mixed up. But what's your thoughts on the shoe itself? And I know you had a take, right? Saying that this shoe, the general release, is actually better than the friends and family pair, which a lot of times that doesn't always happen. So talk to me more about that and what you were saying.
Um, the shoe itself, it's getting a lot of mixed criticism because it's bedazzled. Some people don't like the whole bedazzled wave. I don't really care for too much of the bedazzled clothing. Actually, before we started filming, I was telling you how your um your hoodie probably is as far as I would go, with all the rhinestones and
Right.
Guys walking around looking like diamond princesses and stuff like that. Nah, I can't do that,
No.
but, but the shoes, bedazzled shoes, I can sorta do my shoes because it's just, like, one part of my outfit and it's down on my feet, so I don't mind that, but I think it's tastefully done.
Mhm.
The other thing is, circling back to what you said, alright, so here's the easiest way that I can put it.
Right.
The GR version is functionally better than the friends and family version. The friends and family version, aesthetically, with the different shaped stones and the larger stones, it
Right.
looks better. When you wear it, they fall off.
That's a
And
big
and
problem.
yeah, and a lot of people and the friends and family one is fetching 13, depending on your size, 1,300 and better on the
Mhm.
aftermarket. And it
Right.
was and it was if you thought these were hard to get, those were ultra hard to get. And I personally know 4 people who have the friends and family, and
Mm.
every single one of them has said their stones have come off. One person said they lost 4 in the first week. I seen videos from Syndicate Los Angeles, shout out to that store.
Yep.
They showed a video, one of the employees' stones fell off. So it's like, no matter if you bought it retail or aftermarket, why would I want a shoe where the stones are falling off?
Yo, can you imagine dropping that type of bread? You get the shoe, or you're seated a pair, right? You're hyped to
Right.
wear 'em, and then you going outside, you're getting your flex on, right? You got your fit on, and
Yeah.
then like 3 blocks in, the the gyms start falling off. I mean,
Yo, man, that's nefarious activity. Like,
can't happen.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like the GR version. Okay, it doesn't have the different stones, but one thing's for sure, you don't have to worry about the stones falling off of those. So, you know, is do you want aesthetic or do you want function? Which one do
Sure,
you want? So
sure.
that's why I said the GR version, in my opinion,
Your
is
opinion.
better than a friends and family version.
And I think that's very different because normally the friends and family seems to always hit harder than the GR pair, right? It's a
Right,
pair that people want to wear, be seen in, but you don't really want to be seen in them if maybe a couple of the
right.
embellishments have fallen off. Now, on the flip side, perhaps George Robertson may have thought to himself, "Hey, you know what? I want this to be like a art piece." You know what I mean? Something that you kind of put on display or something like that. But I don't think we think like that when it comes to number one, Vans in general. I feel like Vans is always supposed to be that shoe that you can wear, you can beat them up, right?
Right.
Um, and when you look at these Satoshis, I mean, they're already kind of withered away. There's tears, there's rips in them. You know what I mean? Kind of giving that already worn in aesthetic. But I don't think like this is what the people had in mind. You know what I mean? So
Nah,
it's
and nah,
yeah.
incoming rant.
Wow.
So
Wow.
so Sean, our friend Sean, shout out to Paper Chaser. He
Yeah.
hits
Oh,
me. He's like, "Oh, those for Vans," and I was like, "Yo, times change. Shit don't stay the same." I saw B Dot, shout out to B Dot. Um, he's over at Complex now. Uh,
hmm
um, he's in comments underneath a couple posts. All this for Vans, and I wrote back to him and I said, "It was a time when people said the same thing about Nikes. Let's
That's
not
true.
forget that." Jordan Jordan was turning his nose up at Nikes. He only wanted to be in Adidas, but
Adidas.
Nike gave him the best deal, and his
That's
mother
right.
told him, "You need to go with this company," and he made Nike what it is. So everyone has their time in the sun. The other thing I wanna say is,
Mm.
to a lot of people, shut the fuck up, please.
About
"Oh,
what?
you
About
don't
what?
skate? Why are you guys getting Vans? You guys shut the fuck up. Y'all
That's
motherfuckers be out here wearing Jordans. Can you fucking dunk? Can
have
you
you played
dribble?
basketball?
Can
Have
you
you ever
shoot?
played basketball?
You motherfuckers wear Timberlands. Are you going to fucking drill a hole? Are
Are
you
you
gonna
gonna
go down in the manhole?
right,
The
right. What
fuck
are you
you up like, shut the fuck up. Oh, you don't skate. Oh, you got on Nike SBs. Do you skate? No, I don't fucking skate anymore. I used to skate, but no, I don't skate. I want to fucking wear them. Now what? Now what? Niggas be killing me in the comments with that. That's the only thing because they can't get the shoe. Oh, these guys don't skate. No one gives a fuck about you skating or not. Everyone. So I guess if you wear a Carhartt jacket, you got to be going like. That's what I'm saying. Clothes are clothes nowadays. If you wear
You
it
know
for its purpose, you wear it for a purpose. If you don't, it don't. Who cares? Who cares? But like I said, the flip side to that is everyone can if you want to be honest, everyone can join our culture and wear our sneakers for any purpose. But let us wear skateboarding shoes. Oh, you guys don't skate. Man, get the fuck out of here with that. I want to say something else, but I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want
yo,
to take it there, but yeah,
this the
man,
this
beat
the
it.
royal clear out. So it's the royal clear
Yeah,
out.
man.
Nah, nah, nah. I get what you're saying though. I feel like we're all participants in the culture, but not one person owns it. You know what I mean? So for someone to be, you know, really coming down hard, feeling the type of way, I love the point that you brought up about the Jordans. I mean, you think about it, people wearing band t-shirt, rap t-shirts, they don't even know the group. You know what I mean? But you know what? Listen, if that's your personal aesthetic, if you like this type of logo from a band or a group, I'm not mad at you for wearing it. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking you. Live your life. Live your life. So, you know, we don't really have time for all that negativity though. Like if people
Not at all.
trying to say that you have to be a skater in order to wear it, or no, that's never how it's been. I feel like people, we take and we compliment from different parts of subculture, and we just make it
Exactly.
work. You make it work, you know.
Exactly.
But but yeah, so how long do you think that this run within Vans can keep going? Because to your point, OSD, B dot, people are saying like all this over some Vans, and I feel like we've been having this conversation for the last couple of years, not only Vans but other brands. So just what are your thoughts on that?
Um, do I think every shoe is gonna be hyped like this with Vans? No. Are they having a moment? Absolutely. Every brand has their moment, but Vans have been here to stay for a while. I personally been wearing Vans for a long time. Um, I was definitely buying a lot of the opening ceremony Vans. I
Mhm.
remember back in the day, I had the Marc Jacobs Vans. Um, Actually, one of my favorite Vans collaborators was Taka Hayashi. All of his Vans were super dope.
Undercover
Um,
dope
the
Vans,
Undercover.
CD.
I never owned a pair of those, but those are cool. The Bianca Chandons. It's been
Uh-huh.
a lot. It's been, Supreme's been collabing with Vans for years. It's been a lot of Vans. So it's not anything new. It's just, it's just they're just having their moment. And Satoshi hit, with his Pearl Eyes, with these he hit. The Chanel's hit. Betty's, he's doing his thing.
On this thing.
He got people's attention with his designs. He took he took a brand that was already doing well and just made styles that people that thing fit in today's in today's climate just a little bit more. That's all.
I
You know,
I I agree.
that's it.
And, not for nothing, the partnership I think works really well because, he was actually taking Van and adding his
Mhm.
own treatment to him
Exactly.
before he got the deal, right?
Exactly.
So we talk about making it make sense, y'all. Like, this is not some just fabricated, made up bullshit, right? This is something that he was actually doing. Him and his team were actually upcycling, up leveling, you know, products that you could buy any van store, probably not on a Thursday when, you might get your teeth knocked out, right? Waiting for this collab or whatever. But, make it make sense. So I like to see this. I like to see, like I said, a crowded sneaker space, whether
Mhm.
it's Solomon doing it, Hoka, On, Vans, um, Solomon, Converse, of course, Nike, Reebok, waiting to see you all get put out into some more stores. Puma. So I like it. You know what I mean? But it's a different day. And it doesn't seem like it's gonna be changed anytime soon, right?
I don't feel like it is either.
Mm-mm. All right. Anything else you want to say about the Satoshi Vans, the fights, or the friends and family, or are we good? Because I know
I
you were
had
cook.
mine I
You
had
were
mine early. I was cooking breakfast while y'all
yo.
was fighting. And you were allocated, so you probably had breakfast too.
Yeah, it was a. I mean, but you already have. Listen, don't let him fool you. He has a pair as well.
Yeah, I had a pair. Yeah, I got my pair my personal pair last week, and I was selling a bunch of pairs, so
So,
I didn't
you
have that problem.
right, right. So you were good, I was good, hope you were good,
Yeah, hope you guys were good as well.
hope you were
Exactly.
good as well. Probably don't get the, friends and family though, because them shits
Nah.
gonna fall off on you, okay?
Yeah.
Save your bread. Okay. Alright, so moving on, top lists for fashion brands. I don't always trust these lists because I feel like they don't really represent what's really going on outside Royal, but I did wanna mention the fact that lists online, I don't want to say conglomerate, but retailer has come up with lists for some of the hottest fashion brands that are coming out. And for those who don't know, lists, you can call it like a Google of luxury fashion, right? So they aggregate a whole lot of pieces. You do searches for them. You can go to their website and it'll actually push you over to the actual site to purchase the actual item. Okay, so they have this 2026 list of the hottest fashion brands, and it's broken down in three different tiers. Number one, the desire, not really for what someone bought, but what someone was looking for. So people who have Pinterest saves, TikTok mentions, and deep dives on Substack. They have it broken out by demand, and that's kind of like that hard math, right? So the Google searches, the add to cart clicks, and then the full price sell throughs, which I like, which I think is important, and then also discovery. So this is kind of like that future metric that they impose, where it tracks where brands show up in an AI led search. So they've had this list come out for a couple years, but they really refined it. So just to read off some of the names of the top 5 brands that they have right now: Chanel coming in at number 1, Saint Laurent 2, Dior 3, Miu Miu at 4, and Gucci at 5, Ralph Lauren at 6, Prada at 7, and then 8 and 9, interesting, Coach and COS. So I'm not gonna go through the whole list, but
Cost is 10.
okay, you got COS at 10. Okay, for some reason I had them at 9, so my fault on that.
Burberry is 9.
You have Burberry. Okay, I'm looking at a different outlet. Okay, I had them flipped. So appreciate the correction there. But what do you think about lists like this? Do you generally believe in them? Do you trust this one? Do you even give a fuck?
Um, a little bit of both. I really don't give a fuck, first of all, and second of all, I don't really trust it because who are these people with Chanel?
Right. And is it even real? The ones who have it.
90% of the people who you see with Chanel on the street is not real. It's not. But it's and then on top of that, you rarely, you know, we're lucky to be in places where you will see people wearing Chanel clothes, but when you walk around on a daily basis, you really don't see too many people with Chanel clothes on. So, I
Mhm.
mean, I can understand from a searching online and people wanting to look at clothes and stuff like that, that Chanel being the hottest, but now Saint Laurent, I know they caught fire with that one windbreaker jacket, but
Right.
I don't really see too many people wearing that either. Um, Dior, I love Jonathan Anderson. I love all of his work.
You've been killing
So
it.
I'm
He's
yeah,
another one.
I'm a fan of his. I really still don't see the Dior pieces. I still see people wearing old Dior, them
Mhm.
Kim Jones Dior. Miu
Yep.
Miu, I do see a lot of Miu Miu, but that's another brand. Pardon me. That's
You
another
good.
brand. I'm like, who's really affording it?
Hold on. But before you keep going, that's the one that kinda sticks out to me, you know what I mean? Because I see a lot of people wearing Miu Miu, and I'm just like, and I'm not, pocket chasing, you know what I mean? I'm not, saying, like, who can get what or whatever, but I feel like I've seen a lot of Miu Miu, at least here in New York, definitely those New Balance, definitely the Miu Miu New Balance on, but
Those are understandable, even though those are extra. They're extra high in price, but I
bread,
but I can
bread,
understand that. But a
bread.
track jacket by Miu Miu is 3,400.
Yeah, a quarter zip is 28, 2,900. but I am seeing people wear these pieces. I've been seeing it a lot over the last year and a half.
You know, and the polos and stuff, 18, 2 grand. So I'm just like, I guess I don't know. I
Yeah.
gotta, you know,
Listen.
some people I believe it, some people I don't.
Mhm.
Call
Mhm.
me call me judging, but whatever, it is what it is. So I want to ask you, I will say this though. I'm happy that cost is up there. I actually wear a lot of costs for a lot of basics, and they make a lot of cool pieces. Um, yeah, I'm happy that they're on this list. Coach is making a comeback. I
Mhm.
do own a few Coach pieces, but I prefer the Coach pieces that don't have the C logo, the C design all over it,
Right.
monogram.
Right.
Um, I want to ask you,
Mhm.
is it a brand missing from the list that shocked you if you go through the top 20?
Hmm. You know, all right, I'll answer this. I was shocked. I have to think about this, but I was shocked to see Versace on it.
Versace,
I
yo,
you know, I
they're back.
didn't. You think so?
They're back, but the thing about Versace,
It's all
it
talk.
always
I think
it
it's all
always
talk
has
right
and
now.
always will be a very niche brand because of how it looks.
Mhm.
But I'm happy they're going back to their roots. Most recently, I was selling some of the, women's jeans, their, their colored jeans, and people were buying them at 1,200.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
I'm not mad at it.
You know, let me
Nothing stood out to you though?
so let me punch back in for a second. I'm actually surprised that if Cos was on there, that Zara wasn't, because I feel like, and no, hear me out. The amount of collaborations and partnerships that Zara has had over the last, we'll call it 12, 18 months, I feel like it's been very noteworthy, very newsworthy. I feel like they've been in the news. I mean, we talked about the John
Yeah.
Galliano, we talked about different collab, uh Willie, collabing with them. I felt like they've been at the forefront, um, in terms of saying on people's mind. That's a place where a lot of people shop. They do a lot of online retail. I was actually kind of surprised to see them on there, noticing that cost
I
was on
mean,
there. Well,
but they're
so
not fast fashion. They're not fast fashion though.
no, you know what? You're right. Not necessarily they would be, but I put them in that tier where they're not necessarily luxury, but they're making pieces that maybe look a little bit similar to what you would find at a very, very high-end brand at a more approachable price point.
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
not
they're like mid-level because
right.
getting a t-shirt from them is still 50, $60, which
It's
isn't cheap by
it
any means. You
definitely
want a
not.
coat by them, you can get a coat that's $200 and you get one that's $1,000.
That's my point. So,
Yeah,
so
but
and
they're
I
not
would
fast fashion. Nothing on this list is fast fashion, so that's why I think Zara's not up there.
I got that. I got that. Yeah, but it was just interesting to see them enter the chat, and maybe not some of the other ones. I don't know. Is there a brand that sticks
Yeah,
out to you that's not on there?
yeah. Um, yeah, they fell all the way off the fucking, all the way off the podium. Look at number 5.
Fine, let me pull them up. Oh, well, Gucci. That's what I have on my number
Yeah,
5. That's what you have, right? Yep.
mhm,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, the swag, the power, the the cult following, the coolness, everything left Balenciaga with Demna, and this list shows it.
True.
They're
Yeah.
they
People are
went
saying,
from they went from top 3 at one point, they were number 1 to they can't even crack the top 20.
mm,
They're all the way out the mix.
that Demna effect, huh?
Yeah, like, Balenciaga's nowhere to be found. They're all the way out the mix. When's the last time you even saw anyone online flexing a Balenciaga piece that wasn't a remnant of the Demna era?
Yeah. It's definitely been a while. It's definitely been a while because he's been He's been gone for what you would say like a year and a half? Year and a
Yeah,
half almost?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
cooked.
But are we seeing so Gucci comes in number 5, like, I'm still not seeing people really wear those pieces just yet. Again, I just kinda feel like people are excited for the fact that he's over there.
Right.
It hasn't really translated, at least for me personally, of seeing it out there in the wild. But now you bring up a very good point with that. I'll be curious to see, like, what really happens with Gucci because I feel like they've again, that's why I don't really trust these lists for them to be number 5. I'm still not seeing it, but again, if we're thinking about from an analytics standpoint, from lists and searches for it and TikToks, then maybe y'all got it, but in real life, my list would be way, way different, and I
Right.
don't have time for it, but it would look very,
Um,
very different. It would look very different.
I mean, and then, Lyst is they're going over the all over the world, but I mean, even number 9 shocks me, and they were struggling for a very long time to even be considered cool again, so I'm happy that Burberry is, even in the top 10 because for the longest time, they were just out the mix, but,
Yeah.
you
Just
know
lacking that trying to figure out what their identity is, and they should just lean into what they've always done a good job with.
yeah, so they're back,
Yeah.
right, or
No, that's
climbing away, so
climbing
salute
away.
to them.
Is there anyone else that you would have liked to have seen on this top 15 list or
I mean, I got 20. I'm happy that Stone Island is up there because even though they're not considered a streetwear brand, I feel like streetwear powers them, if
for
that
sure,
makes sense.
100%. 100.
Um, is there anyone who I would like to have seen on this list
Mhm.
that's not up here? Um, all right, so I might be reaching with this one. I feel like the fashion world and the the fashion world and the streetwear fashion world sort of kind of keep throwing enfant riches supremes out there, but they're nowhere to be found, not even in the top 20. So it
Mhm.
seems like every time I'm looking, that's all I see. But apparently, Stone Island is hotter than them, which I wouldn't expect, but that's the only thing that surprised me. But I'm not sure what they're considering that brand. Is it luxury? Is it streetwear? What is it?
Well, yeah, it's so I think that's a great one, to bring up. Definitely heavily celebrated. You know what I mean? Definitely
Dang.
more that kinda if you know, you know, type of brand. But I could even argue that some of these brands that are listed on there, maybe not the sum of their parts are always seen as being luxury as well. I mean, if you look at Ralph Lauren, I mean, and again, luxury is kind of what you think of in your head, right? You know what I mean? But from the jump, I don't think of Ralph Lauren is necessarily to be luxury necessarily. I think of it to be well-tailored Americana, right? Now, within his umbrella, he does have some of those more like high-end sub brands like, Purple Label and whatnot.
Mhm.
Um, but then you also have, you know, rugby, you have polo sports. So I don't know. It's interesting how they like deem it to be luxury, but perhaps not all of these truly fall into that luxury, lifestyle mindset. I mean, even the row, when the row first came out, years ago, I'm not so sure that people looked at that as being a very, very high-end brand. Now over the years,
No,
I didn't think so.
they were always high priced though. So that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. It's
but
sometimes I feel like
see, high price doesn't necessarily connect to to luxury all the time either.
it doesn't, but
It shouldn't.
alright, that's why I asked, what do you consider, ERD? Now I will say this, high price could high price connects to luxury when the brand isn't our skin tone.
So in that case, that's your argument for why they are.
You know, Virgil was the head of Louis Vuitton, and he still got award shows calling him a urban fashion designer,
Of course.
which I don't like the word urban because it's just to me, it's like a nice way of saying nigga, but
Well,
you
the
know,
connotations there are
yeah,
that
you know,
is an abundance of them. We know that.
yeah,
We
you
know
know,
that.
and it's yeah, and it's like if we make it's been plenty of brands that we've had and we charge those prices and they're still calling them urban brands and they won't call them luxury. So that's why I feel like if you're not our skin tone and you have a brand, it's a luxury.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, but listen, this list, buy list definitely
Right.
gives us something to talk about. Um,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? And we'll see what happens from there. And again, I do appreciate that they did talk about how they formalized the list, how it was broken out into 3 tiers. So that is kind of making it make sense. You're never gonna make people happy. You know what I mean? When
Right.
you roll out things like this.
Nah,
So
never.
you
Never.
know, so yeah. Anything else you have to say about the hottest brands list by list?
Nah.
No? We
Nah, I'm
good?
good. I'm good.
Alright, okay. So, let's get to some nostalgia. They wanna say it as much as they want to, but I promise you, Jordans are not dead.
Never.
Jordans are not dead.
Nope.
They can do this in their sleep. They have an extensive vault. They can drop shit every single year, and you are gonna want it. You're gonna
Yep.
be interested in these pieces. You know why? Because maybe you didn't have the bread for them when they first came out. Maybe you weren't old enough to know what they were when they first came out. Maybe you understood the significant years later and they tore apart when you
Right.
bought them and you had them in person and you bursted the bubble on them. Okay. So, Royal, I'm talking about a special announcement, in my opinion, the Jordan 4 laser pack, a pack, okay, which it wasn't before, is dropping apparently in 2027.
Big.
So this shoe was originally released in 2005, right?
Mhm.
Two colorways. The white fire red was an online exclusive, which is very rare at the time. And the black red was a quick strike, sold out pretty quickly, very limited shoe. The shoe itself is etched in laser, is showing Jordan's appreciation for car culture, his jerseys, his championships. It's returning next year. $500 is going to be the cost for it. So I have a lot of thoughts on it. Curious to hear what you have to say about a very important, sneaker within the Jordan 4 vault making its return after all these years.
Man, who and when can I send my 545?
Woo! Because, yo, did you hear him? He already put the tax.
Yeah.
Man, my man brought the tax in it.
Yeah, when can I send it? Who and when? I'm copping.
So, so we need,
I need.
we
Yeah, I'm
need
copping. Yeah, I'm copping.
you copping it.
Laser Force, sign me up. What is there really to talk about? Like, Laser Force to me is like one of the best Jordan 4s ever. So it's like, what is there really to talk about?
I mean, look, this is how bad I want another pair of lasers.
Ooh, my man's breaking out the sneakers today. See, you gonna have to make me start breaking out mine online. He's
Dude,
breaking them out. But yeah, that's
this
what we need right there.
is
Yeah.
the reason why I want a new pair of these, okay?
Yeah.
You know, let's make sure that we do it right. Let's make sure
Woo.
right. Please,
Yeah.
please and thank
Yeah.
please and thank you. This Jordan brand, make
Yeah.
sure that you do it right. We need the right
Let them know
box.
you true to this, not new to this. Yeah.
Come on, man. Listen,
Yeah.
we've been we've been in the game. You know what I mean? We got some artifacts. So this shoe, this shoe reminds me of my cousin King. That is his top 5 favorite shoe of all time. He's bought 3 different pairs of these, and obviously, I remember when they first dropped. I didn't get them when they first dropped, but King got an incredible sneaker collection. He's always kept a pair of lasers on him, and I definitely have mine. You can see that they need to be soul swap. I might just keep these as they are now, knowing that they're gonna re-release them next year. And yes, for people who are wondering, I do have the white pair. I just could not get to them. I just could not get to them. So, for me, this shoe, the all leather, indestructible. You're gonna be able to wear them through and through.
Mhm.
They pop. Um, and you know what? It just kind of represents those really good times within sneaker culture, right? Before things got a little crazy, I'm with you right there. Give them to me. Um, how limited do you think that this shoe is gonna be? Or do you think they're gonna release them in in larger quantities? What's the verdict on that?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't
Right.
know.
Right.
I didn't even give that any thought, but, original ones were limited. I think that they should make
Like,
yeah,
should people have,
it
should this be in a wider scale release, or should this also be more of a
think
quick
I think they sh I think they should be limited, but, maybe obtainable, limited but obtainable. But I don't think they should just don't GR them. Yeah, definitely don't do that.
so what you're saying is that we gonna have people swinging outside of, Nike Fifth or Nike on Broadway or
I
or
mean
or or wherever?
I mean, the metallic fives were GRs and that happened. So, I mean,
That was a sneaky one. That
yeah,
was a
so,
sneaky.
so it's gonna happen regardless.
Right, right. If you could, so they released in the pack, but if you could only choose one colorway, right? Are you going Actually, well, I might even ask you this question, but you know, I'm gonna ask it anyway. Okay, would there ever be a time where you would prioritize the white fire reds over the black and red?
No,
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
absolutely not. I can't yeah, the fire reds over the black ones? Nah, I can't, nah. I don't think it would be a time.
Yeah, yeah. Both are really special. Yeah, my man Vern, he knows how bad I wanted a new pair of these. So now I don't have to do a soul swap edition. These might go up as art pieces now, kind of like the Satoshi bands we were talking about, the friends and family.
Yeah.
So these are
I
cool.
will say I think all the white 12s are better than the black 12s, any black colored 12s, if that makes sense.
Mm, okay. So
The
we like
taxis,
those
the Flint blues, the white and
cherry.
reds, white
Mm,
yeah, the cherries,
right.
they weren't even called cherries back in the day, they were just white and
So,
red, but the cherries,
right, right.
all those are better than all the black colorways, in my opinion, for that shoe,
But outside of that, give them the blacks, the black and reds.
yeah.
Yeah,
Some of the
yeah.
fives are I'm not mad at someone taking the fire red fives over the, metallic fives because back in the day, people would have took the fire reds over the metallics.
And I think for a long time, people would take grape fives over metallic
Yeah,
fives
yeah,
too. You
exactly,
know what I mean?
exactly.
So that's
Yeah.
another, you
The
know.
6s the whites were better. 7 6s the whites were better. Um, I should say had more yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but
they
definitely
have more
not
special
threes.
colorways.
Definitely give me black cement threes over white cement threes.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I know,
so
I know some of y'all are kind of contrarian out there, try to
yeah,
sound cool, but trust me, in real life, no, no,
yeah,
is
yeah,
is is not
fact.
that. Um, is anything sacred anymore within the Jordan vault though? Because I feel like after undefeateds, dropped last year. Now apparently we're getting lasers. I mean, nothing sacred.
Nope.
I
Drop
mean,
it all.
they shoes at the end of the day, right?
Yeah. Drop it. Drop
Drop
them,
the
man.
shoe.
Drop it.
You resellers had years to get your money, years to get your money, and people who want to wear them, you had years of flexing them to do all those things.
Yeah,
Let
drop,
people have
man.
what they want. Let people have what they want.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's another example on why Jays aren't dead. I'm sorry they did billions last year. I'm sorry to hurt everyone's feelings. I know you want to talk bad about Nike and Jordan brand. I get it, but they're not going anywhere.
Nope.
So
Nope.
deal with that. Deal with
Yep.
that.
You said it
Deal with
right.
that. Deal
Said
with
it.
that. All right. Okay. So look, that's all I got tonight. But I know you're a little under the weather. But I know you sometimes you be having something up your sleeve, man. So like, you know, what you got? What you got for the people tonight, man? What you got?
I need some new rappers, man.
Okay.
So we got Lil Durk is locked. Pooh Shiesty's locked.
Again.
Yeah, again. K Flock got 47 years. Kendrick Lamar drops what feels like every 10 years.
Hmm.
Meek and Lil Baby aren't the same.
Oof.
Young
Yup.
Thug,
Is
I don't
not
know what he's doing. Future cut his hair and he became less toxic. Gucci, Gunna, 6ix9ine, T.I.,
boy.
they're all the same. I'm about to be a fucking Swifty, man.
Not a Swifty.
Yup, yup, yup. Rap ain't doing it right now, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Well, don't worry because you got Iceman dropping soon. He's gonna be the savior of everyone saying that rap is down and all that. So
It's
go ahead.
down bad. He
Is
better
that
deliver. He better. If he delivers, I won't become a Swifty. If he flops, Swifty, here I am. Beehive, one of them, something.
a
I don't know, man. I need
beehive?
something. I need something reliable, man.
Listen, you need something reliable. You better listen to your old music. That's reliable. That's never gonna fail you.
I
That's
mean, I
never
like. I mean, at least my boy's still holding on. 4-2 Doug. Shit, like it's like
4-2 Doug kind of fell off too, though. He not the, you
yeah,
know,
he's not the same since he
he
got
not
locked. Since he
the
got out,
same.
he's not the same either.
Yo, let me tell you
And
something.
Schoolboy don't drop either.
Yeah, Schoolboy. But when he drops, I mean, Schoolboy, he got to be up to something. You saw all that weight he lost. People saying that he's on the Ozempic and all that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah, man.
Off the
And
lean.
off that. Well, I think he's been off that lean. Everybody,
Yeah,
get off the lean. Get off
yeah.
the get off the lean. That's just gonna smack you upside the head. But yeah, man, rap is in a different place right now. I feel like you're trying to find out the next. It's kind of been the same people at the top. Let's see what Drake does with it. I mean, he's waited so long to drop this. I mean, I think either he's gonna deliver something dope, but it's got to be pristine because after that, I don't know.
Right.
I don't
We'll
know.
see. We shall see. Sooner than later.
Sooner than later. So it'll be May 15th. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. You need some more rap. You need some more rappers. You need
Yeah,
some
some
rappers
new
who
yeah.
aren't locked up. You need some rappers who may not be telling. You know what I mean? The man is angry. The man is angry. I say listen to some Venna. I say listen to some Venna. I don't know. Go off the beaten path.
Yeah, man, something, man. With that
Something.
said, listen, man. Best
Mm.
I can tell you guys to do with that said is
What?
make sure you like
Yeah.
and make sure you comment
Yep.
and make sure you subscribe. And make
Ah.
sure you subscribe. And
Yeah.
also, as I always say, if you like something, you're dick riding. If you don't, you're hating. With
Yep.
that said, do you.
Please do you. You know what I'm saying? Work hard. Do that thing you've been wanting to do. Get that shit off the ground. You're gonna feel better about it each day that goes by. You're not doing it. You're gonna be kicking yourself. All right.
Fact.
So we appreciate you all tuning in. It's been another
Always.
edition of State of the Week, brought to you by your boys from State Your Claim. You can count on us every week to be talking about the newest fly shit that's going on, things that we see out there that we want to speak about. And again, like Royal said, hit us up. Let us know if there's
Please,
comments, there's
please.
topics that you all want us to discuss, and we like it. We'll talk about it. No, for real, we
Facts.
will. We will. Um, and yeah, with that being said, my name is Gatsby,
I'm Royal Rel.
and again, this has been another edition of Say of the Week, brought to you by State Your Claim. Be easy, y'all. Be safe.
Yeah, man. Peace.
All right.
Claim your